Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth. I go by the username Be More Creative both here on FlossTube and on Instagram. So today's video, FlossTube number 18 I think. I'm currently filming this on Saturday the 23rd of October, so hopefully I have enough time during my break today to be able to film and edit. It's been one of those past 2 weeks where it's kind of just crept up on me. I feel like I only just posted my video and I do want to apologise. I've had some issues with the YouTube Creator Studio and it hasn't been showing me my comments. So I went on for like a week and a half. I had no comments whatsoever. Then I had some comments appear on older videos and then it all just stopped. So I've contacted them and asked if they could look into it and see what's going on. So hopefully if there are comments, I will go back and answer them, but I am really sorry that I haven't answered them. I just haven't been able to see them. So hopefully that gets sorted out very soon. But once again, thank you for all of your support and appreciation. So today in the FlossTube, I don't really have that much stitching to show you. The past 2 weeks have been quite difficult, quite long and tiring hours at work. And I just have been struggling with tiredness and sore eyes and not being able to stitch too much, so I have got a little bit to show you, but it seems to be a very themed week. So I'm going to kick it off by, first of all, I just wanted to say congratulations to Sian from Craftivating Creations. It has been announced, I believe it was announced end of last week, that she is now the YouTube kind of representative of Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Now if you haven't heard of Caterpillar Cross Stitch, they are a UK based cross stitch company. They do kits but also PDF charts. Their needle minders are absolutely stunning and there is a new one coming out, so keep your eyes on that. They also have a subscription box which I've signed up for the December one, so hopefully I'll be sharing that later on when that one comes in. But I just wanted to say a huge congratulations to Sian. It's an amazing opportunity. I know you'll be brilliant at it and I look forward to seeing your progress. So for those who haven't subscribed to Sian's channel, Craftivating Creations, go and check them out. I'm sure you've already subscribed, but make sure you go over and check her channel out and subscribe. And also make sure you go over to the Caterpillar Cross Stitch and subscribe to them, and make sure you hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of their videos, because Sally, who is the owner of Caterpillar Cross Stitch, will still be posting videos, but we also get the amazing Sian showing us some tips and tricks, so really looking forward to that. So congratulations once again. So on to what I've been stitching. So I guess the first one I have is kind of a finish for now. I'm taking part in the Lucky Nutcracker SAL by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I am stitching mine 1/1 on 27 count. It's a Chromatic Alchemy in the colourway Dune. So I do hope you can see that. I do apologise for not having painted nails this week. But yes, so the part 1 was the largest part, which is the Christmas tree in the middle. Part 2 was the Nutcracker, and part 3 was, I believe it's called Clara. Now, I've never actually read the books, the book of the Nutcracker, or watched any of the performances, either the ballet or the films. But this year what I have done is I have ordered the book because I'd love to know the story, to read to the children at a local charity that I work with. So I work with younger children there. And I'll be taking that book in probably in a couple of weeks when we start reading Christmas stories. So I've ordered that. I'm really looking forward to finding out the story, but I'm absolutely loving the cross stitch piece. Now I am stitching this 1/1 on 27 counts, and mine is going to be hopefully quite small. It is looking a little bit big. It is small, but I'm hoping to finish this as a Christmas ornament. So either to put on a Christmas tree or on a tiered tray, but that is one that I will be finishing as a Christmas tree ornament. And someone said to me the other day, why are you stitching things so small at the moment? And it's purely because I don't have the space to display large pieces. So if they're small, I can have them out now, I can decorate. I also don't really want to have cross stitch everywhere. I love stitching, don't get me wrong, and there are certain pieces that when I stitch I'm planning to put them eventually on a wall, but at the moment I don't have a lot of space to display cross stitch items. I do have I still currently have two tier trays. I have one that you can see kind of behind me and one that you see in my normal filming area. But yes, so I have those and I absolutely love having pieces on there to display. And I do have a couple of framed pieces on my windowsill, but apart from that, the things I stitch tend to be small, or if they are larger scale pieces, I will stitch them 1/1 on a smaller count even weave, so that way I can fit them in. So the next piece I worked on, now this is the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Gingerbread Cottage. So this is actually for their virtual stitches night. So I did the Mulberry Cottage one previously, I think it was during the summer that one came out, and then the Christmas version is this gorgeous Gingerbread Cottage. So I have been working on this, and I did say on the Caterpillar Cross Stitch Facebook group, is it okay to start mine early, because I wanted it done before Christmas. I never get much stitching done in that group, and I thought I could fully finish that during those 2 hours online, and I can get some advice from people on how they think, like what ribbons and stuff I should be using. So here is mine so far. All I've got to do now is I'm currently working through this brown fill-in, which is going to go the entire way round. But I absolutely love this. I think this is so cute. Absolutely love it. And I do apologise if you can hear the notifications coming through on my phone. I have to be able to be in contact, so if that is bothering anyone, I do apologise. So that is my two pieces that I have stitched, and yeah, so I haven't really done much stitching at all. I have got a little bit of haul to show you, and then I want to speak to you about what I have planned for 2022, which is just a rough idea at the moment. I'm still working on the process. So one question that actually came up a couple of videos ago was, did I ever find my Sunshine Boffy Threads kit, which was the duck that I was stitching with the sunflowers? And no, I think I'm gonna have to say I've lost that piece. I definitely didn't leave it in the B&B. Me and my mum searched around the house for it. It still hasn't turned up. I did have it in my carry-on luggage through Stansted Airport, and I was taking things out of my bag when security were checking my bag. So I'm wondering if I lost it at some point during the airport, but that one I cannot find it anywhere. That one seems to have gone. So I was on the Lakeside Needlecrafts website to actually replace that one. I was thinking, do you know what, I loved stitching it, I'm going to replace it. But then I kind of stopped myself, and I was thinking, well, I have got other Boffy Threads kits that I could be working on in the meantime. But when I was stitching that, I absolutely loved it, but I said, where am I going to put it? I love the Redendale Designs pieces, but it's not something that is my style to display all year round. If I had a house with more space, then I probably would display them. But I live in one room, I can't put things on the wall, there's not that much space to display things, and there are other things that I would much sooner have on the wall. So I was wondering if they had any smaller kits, or whether I could stitch the kits that I have on smaller count fabric. So that's something, I'm not going to replace it at the moment, but when I was on there, I did see they brought out some smaller card kits, but with the Redendale Designs animals. So I picked up 4, which is all the ones that I could see they have. 3 that I'm going to keep, and 1 I'm going to give away as a giveaway today. So I'm going to start with the 3 that I'm keeping. So the one that I fell in love with was this one, Merry Christmas, and I'm thinking I'm just going to stitch the animal and the bauble here. I'm not going to stitch the words because I don't want these as cards, because I I just don't think I could give away something like this. I don't have anyone who would be really that interested in a Christmas card like this, and I'd be worried that they throw it away. However, I was thinking, how adorable would that be? Now this is stitched on a 16 count Aida fabric. It is the same Rendell splattered design fabric, but how cute would that be as a little Christmas ornament? And I'm hoping you can see it without too much glare. So I picked up that one. I then picked up Warm Wishes, which is this gorgeous robin. Once again, I don't think I would stitch the words. I think I would just stitch it and turn it into a Christmas ornament or a small display piece. And then of course, because I was loving my duck, Christmas Quackers. So I love this one. I'm tempted to either start this one or the mouse. I'm just not sure which yet. So the last one I picked up, I thought would be a lovely giveaway for one of you. So once again, this is not a sponsored giveaway. I've bought this with my own money. I do want to make it very, very clear that when I put this in the post, and I will post out to any country Royal Mail will post to, I am no longer responsible for this item. I'm just always worried that one of my giveaways last time took quite a long time to get to Australia, and I'm really hoping that, like, if you win this, you understand that it would take some time. But also I've heard quite a few people say that things have been going missing in the post, and I'm really hoping it wouldn't, but I will post it out to anywhere that Royal Mail delivers to. So you must be 18 or over, subscribed to this YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up, and also leave a comment down below, and I want you to tell me what your 22 plans are. Do you have plans for stitching in 22? And use the word Rendell. So I will be looking for the word Rendell. That's what I'm going to be typing into the random search, is the word Rendell. So make sure you use that word and tell me what your 22 plans are. So if you would like to win this gorgeous Ho 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 Boffy Threads design kit, then as I said, you must be a subscriber to the channel, you must be 18 or over, so I can physically have your address to post this to you. Please give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling me your 2022 stitching plans, and use the word Rendell somewhere in your comments so I know that you're interested in this kit. So that is all of the kind of stitching that I have to talk about, and the haul. I think I've been quite well behaved. I haven't actually purchased too much. However, I did also purchase the Patchwork Rabbit Advent box. So I now have coming the Chromatic Alchemy one that I bought earlier in the year. I then purchased the Jodyri Designs Threads one, and I have the Patchwork Rabbit one coming. So yeah, I was a little bit naughty earlier in the year. I've never purchased advent calendars that don't just aren't the bog standard £1 one with a chocolate inside. But I thought this year I'd really like to try Flossmas on my YouTube channel, and I really wanted to support those companies that I absolutely love. I love shopping with Patchwork Rabbit. There are also a lot of other shops like Crate Nostalgia. There's also Peakside Needleworks and Lakeside Needlecraft. So make sure you check out those shops as well. And of course, Chromatic Alchemy, I'm part of their fabric club every month, the same as Jodyri Designs. I'm part of their fabric and thread club every month. So on to my kind of idea of a plan for 2022. So I was trying to work out what I was going to do, because at the moment I feel a little bit like I'm starting a lot of things and not finishing them off. I did have a look through. I only have 15 whips. Now I say only, 15 seems like quite a lot to me. A couple of those are seasonal, so I have a couple of Halloween ones, I have a couple of Christmas ones on the go now, but it does seem like quite a lot, and some of those are fairly big. Now there are still some ones that I want to to start. As I've said for ages, I've got a long dog sampler one that I really want to start. I was going to start it this summer, and then I stopped myself because I wasn't sure about the thread that I was using. So I'm looking into that, but that's definitely one that I want to start either end of this year or start of next year. I really want to start running my Hawk-Ron hollows. I've now managed to collect all of them. I just need to get the map one, but I've got all of the other ones that I wanted. So I really want to make sure I start one of those next year, which is a large project. And then I've still got quite a few large projects that I have in my whip stash that I just haven't touched. I think Pandemic Sampler is the same as my whip. I did a whip parade a little while ago, and I just haven't touched it. I want to stitch that one. I love that piece. It means so much. But then I also have Seeking Refuge by the Scarlet House, which I've had kitted for so long, and I really wanted to do that one this summer, but I kept stopping myself and saying, no, you have too many things in the go. So that piece will definitely be started as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a small start, maybe until kind of April, May, where I'm not allowed to start any large whips or medium whips. I can only start the smalls or the allotted ones that I have. Now, of course, I'm going to be starting SALs and things like that, so I'm not blocking myself off completely. But I am going to be very careful about what I start, and maybe making it so I have to finish one of the ones I have, or get rid of one of the ones I have that I'm not going to stitch in order to be able to start a new one. So I'm going to have that, which hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll be able to go through my plan for 2022 and show you what whips I'm taking through with me and what ones I plan not to. I know there is still a lot of time between now and the end of the year, but it's something that I really want to start thinking about. The other thing that I did get some questions on is I mentioned that I was going to do a challenge for myself using the After the Rain from Hello from Liz Matthews. So I picked this chart up from Needlework Expo this year, and I absolutely loved it. I think a lot of us fell in love with it. Sorry, I've got the hiccups now. So I picked up this chart from Needlework Expo and I absolutely love it. A lot of people loved it, but then after I read someone's comment on a Facebook group about how she absolutely loved it, but she would never stitch it, or she couldn't see herself ever having the use for this chart. And I can understand it. Everyone's got their own tastes, and to be honest, when I saw it, I was like, I loved the meaning behind it more than the actual cross stitch pattern. I love the fact that Liz Matthews decided to incorporate so many YouTubers and people in our cross stitch community in order for them to design their own colour palette for this. So I have decided in the year 2022 I am going to do myself a challenge where every month I have to come up with a new idea for this. So this design to me is so versatile. You could do so much with it, and the more I started thinking about things that I could do, the more ideas I started having for just this one chart, plus the engraver chart from Hello from Liz Matthews, because I can design my own letters, I can chart my own letters, a lot of us can, but this chart has so many gorgeous letters, and this is one of those ones that I bought it, I fell in love with it, and then I kept saying to myself, what am I ever going to use it for? Well, this is actually the chart that I have used the most in all of my stash. I've used it so many times, I absolutely love it. So for the year 2022, I am going to challenge myself to come up with a new way of stitching this chart every month. So it may not be the full chart, it may be part of the chart. I'll be changing it up slightly. Hopefully I don't get too tired of stitching the same thing, because I will obviously be stitching rainbows quite a lot, but I will be trying to do as much as possible a new design, or sorry, it's not a design because this is already designed, a new way of stitching this every month the year of 2022. So I'm already starting to work on that. That is kind of a secret stitching that I'm working on, that I probably won't show you until closer to the end of the year, just because I don't want to give away the first lot of ideas. but I am starting this a little bit early to try and give myself a chance, because Christmas is always a very busy period, so is January. So I wanted to try and get January stitched up and ready to show at the start of January. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, whether I'm just going to show you the piece that I've stitched. I'm not confident enough really to be doing too many tutorials. I may try a couple of tutorials, but some of these I'm using other people's ideas for finishing to actually finish the item. So they've got a video up already. That's how I learned, so I want to give credit back to them. But yeah, so this is something that I will be working on for the challenge of 2022, and I'm going to be doing After the Rain in as many ways as possible, so at least 12. I've already come up with 24 ideas, but I'm not sure if I will have time to stitch 24 different ways of stitching this, so we'll have to just see how things go. But that is what my biggest plan for 2022 is to work with those two charts and see how many designs I can come up with. So I now feel like I've been rambling on for quite some time now. I feel like I didn't really have much to show, and yet I've still managed to speak for kind of 22 minutes already. So I'm going to leave it here. Remember, if you would like to get your hands on this chart here, this kit, it does come with everything in the kit. It comes with the thread, needle, the card, fabric and chart for this gorgeous, gorgeous little bunny rabbit here. I absolutely love this one. What you need to do is be 18, be a subscriber to my channel, and use the comment Rendell in your comment, and let me know what you are planning to do stitching wise for 2022. All information will be down in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. And I'm gonna head off, so happy stitching to you all, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys!